everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Chuck, I am your host, and on this episode we are actually on the road and we are coming to you from the great beer state of Michigan. Now, since we're in Michigan, I figure, well, let's focus on a Michigan brewery, which is great. Now, for those of you who don't live in Michigan, the beer we're going to be tasting may be a little bit harder to find, but I figured it'd still be fun to do, right? So, what are we tasting? Well, we are going to be tasting a beer from PIGEON HILL Brewing, and they are located in Muskegon, Michigan. And PIGEON HILL, I mean, they're relatively new. They've been around for about 6 years. They started in 2014, and they are actually named after a giant sand dune that used to be on the shores of Lake Michigan way back in the late 1800s. So, hey, they're keeping the moniker alive. They're keeping the tradition alive. We give them props for that because we love that stuff. However, the beer we're tasting, well, this is their No Dignity Hazy IPA. So this beer, well, let's get the stats out of the way first. I don't want to talk about the label for a minute. So this is a juicy hazy IPA. This beer clocks in at 6.7% ABV, and it's got an IBU of 60. So there's the stats. Now about the labeling, well, for all my viewers who grew up, who are kids in the 80s, if you know what this label kind of signifies, it's kind of a little homage to the Goonies. We have Chunk doing the Truffle Shuffle. And for those of you who don't know what the Truffle Shuffle is, find the clip online and watch it because it's great. And like I said, the Goonies was one of the greatest movies from the 80s. So without further ado, I'm going to crack this puppy open. We're going to get the review started, and let's have some fun because Goonies never say die. So here we go. Boom, boom. Ooh, oh, we got it. Oh, no smoke out of the can on this one. No smoke at all. Let's give this a little pour. Okay, what do we got here? And since we're outside today, we got the sun flowing. Let me see. Nice color on this. I really do. I mean, this is a sunburst lemon yellow. Really, really nice. We got, about just under a 1 finger veil of white carbonation. How about the funny thing is, it's a hazy, but it's so light, it looks just really, really light and refreshing. It's great. But yeah, great color on this. But let's give this a swirl and give this a nose and see what we got going on. Here we go. Well, it's a little thin on the aromas. I'm getting some hay. There's a little bit of lemon zest coming in. Yeah, slight little cracker notes. But let's give this one more swirl and let's give it a sippity sip, and here we go. And now we have the lawnmower next door going, which is even better. Gives it a little bit more ambiance. It's getting really loud too. Well, on the palate, what do we got? Well, we got a little bit of that lemon coming through. We got a little bit of that straw coming through. A little bit of the biscuit note. And you know what? This is a relatively lighter beer, I'm gonna admit. This is a really, really easy drinking beer. It's a light body feel, light body mouth feel, but it's really easy drinking. Even at 6.7%, there is no boozy alcohol taste, and it's not that bitter. Let me give this another sip. Now, my only complaint with this is, yes, I do wish the flavors and the aromas were kind of bumped up a lot. I mean, it is, what's there is there, but they are really thin. Like I said, I wish, you're getting some stuff on the aromas, some nice, but I wish it was bumped up. I wish the flavor profile was bumped up a notch. But I said, it is a really light, easy drinking beer. So what would I give this on the pint-o-meter? Well, I'm going to give this one, you know what? I'll do a 7. I'm going to do a solid 7 on this one. And the reason being, like I said, it's really easy drinking, it's really light, it is really refreshing, but the flavor profile is just a little lacking, the aromas are a little lacking. However, kind of putting everything together, like I said, I do love the color, and I am kind of liking the beer. So yeah, I'm going to stick with a solid 7 for this one. I'm going to take one more sip. And on that note, I want to thank everyone for tuning into this on the road episode of the Booze Geek. And as always, you can follow me at the websites, which are www.pubshaveapinted.com, or the blog, which is www.pubshaveapinted.blogspot.com. And on that token, thanks for tuning in. And if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and feel free to leave a comment down below. But we will see you on the next episode. So as always, raise a pint, cheers, Prost, and enjoy.